Hi, and welcome to Inky Crafty Fun. Today I'm going to let you guys watch my creative process a little bit here. I'm having a really good time going through some of my stamp sets that are retiring soon and that I'm really going to miss. So I'm making sure that I get the most out of these guys before I have to say goodbye to them. Now, you guys don't have to say goodbye to them. You can buy these now and have them forever. But if you don't get them soon, they might be gone. So what I'm going to use today is I'm going to make a card using this film strip stamp. This was where my inspiration came from. And I really like this little stamp. I got it in wood mount because I have a feeling that my girls are really going to like this too. And I try to get stamp sets that I know my kids are going to enjoy using in the wood mount because it's just easier for them with their little hands. So I started with this as my inspiration, and then I shuffled through my DSP and I found this piece of designer series paper, part of the I Am Me DSP collection, and I like these little cameras on it. So I said I'm going to do something with that. So then I thought, well, what else do I have around here? I have this postage collection, which is a hostess set, and it has these little tiny, when you look inside you can see the size of them, little tiny guys, and I think they might fit inside those little film strip spots, so let's hold on to that. And I've got here my stripes texture folder, which I'm really sad to see go, but so I'm going to use this today. So what I think I'm going to start with here, I picked my colors based on my DSP, which has a lot of good colors in it. It's got basic gray, looks like some Calypso coral, maybe pool party, I think, so saffron, real red, and what I'm going to start with as my card base is going to be white, but I'm just going to make a card front right now. So get these guys out of the way. I'm going to cut a piece of basic gray cardstock, and I'm going to get my paper trimmer out, and I'm going to cut it down to, let's see here, about 5 1/4 by 4, and that's going to be the front part of my card. Now, standard card size is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4, so if I cut a tiny bit, like a 1/4 inch smaller, you'll see the edges of the other color. And then I'm going to take that stripes folder there, and I'm going to use my Texture Boutique instead of using my Big Shot, because sometimes the Big Shot, I love the Big Shot, but sometimes it's just too heavy to move around, and I really like, ooh, that's too bright. I really like this little guy for just for the embossing, for the on the go. It's easy for the kids to use. They really like it. So you're going to take your folder here, you're going to put your cardstock in the folder, and then we're going to take our plates here, and we're going to make our sandwich. This guy, then we need a shim because we only have one sheet in there, and then this guy goes on top, and super easy. Crank it through. Here's our film strip, and I'm going to use the basic black classic stamping ink, so we're going to ink that guy up good, get him nice and, get a little crumb there. I'm going to ink that up good, and then I'm just going to go kind of up the side like this. I want to get a good impression. And then ink it up again so I can finish up. Now this is where it gets a little tricky, but that's okay. I'm going to line it up and punch it down again. And I like that. Alright, so it's a little off, no biggie. And then the next thing I'm going to do is pick some of these little guys to go in there. So I'm going to get a clear block, maybe, if I can find one. Alright, I got kind of a big clear block, but I like this little bicycle, and I think it's going to fit right in that spot neatly. So I'm going to go again with my black, and I'm just going to put that little bike right in the frame. And then I think, what else do we like? I like this little bee. Here's a little bumblebee. And the thing I like about the clear mount stamps is you can see exactly where you're putting them. And then I think I've got one little word over here that says friend, and I'm going to put that right on the side there. And I've got a thank you. So let's see if I think that will fit. Yeah, I think it will just fit. And so there we go. And then all I'm going to do, I'm going to take this DSP and I'm going to decide how much of this I want to use. So it looks like it's a little bit, definitely it's too long, and it's a little bit too wide. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to trim to the top of these guys, and then I'm going to trim to the bottom row of this. So back with my paper trimmer, get a little snail, and put it right up on the top. And the punch I'm going to use is this little tiny postage stamp. He comes in one of the biddy packs. I will link that up. And I think we're just going to see if we can get one of these little cameras to pop right out. Let's see. We like red. I like this yellow one. It's a saffron. And here is my larger punch. And I'm going to take one of these other complementary colors. I'm thinking I'm going to take a piece of Pool Party. I want to pick a piece of Pool Party that's big enough I can hold on to. Punch that out. A 1-inch square of gray. Let's see if we like that. And so we're going to layer up the gray on the blue, and then we're going to puffy dot him right up. So a little bit of snail on that piece of basic gray 1-inch square punch. And I don't want a whole big dimensional, but you can use these edges over here. And what I'm going to do is cut a tiny little bit off an edge, and we're going to stick that onto our camera. And we're going to stick that right onto the postage stamp. And I think that that whole thing needs a dimensional, so where was that one I had left? Put one right there. Take our card. And now we've got that. Now that I'm looking at this, I was originally going to put this on just a white card base, but now that I'm looking at it, I really like that Pool Party, so I'm just going to go in here to my Pool Party stash. I have some pre-cut pieces that I keep just for quick cards, and all this is an 8.5 by 11 cut in half. And stick that guy right on there. A little bit of snail. Oop. And there you go. So that was pretty much start to finish how I walk through something. There was a couple of pauses in there where I had to go hunt down some punches, but I keep them all on the back of the door, so it wasn't too far to go. And I think that is a super cute card. Not too girly. You could change it up with whatever you want using the film strip and the postage collection and the stripes folder, which are all going to be gone pretty soon. So if you like these things, click on over to my site and put an order in before they are gone, because when the supply runs out, they are not making any more. So I hope you enjoyed this, and please check my other video. I have a special deal going on right now in the month of May for anybody who places an order. So you might be able to also get yourself a free class. So check out my other video, come on over to my site, inkycraftyfun.com, and I will see you all soon. Thanks, bye.